Quer desenvolver os talentos da sua equipe e potencializar os resultados da sua empresa? Conte com a expertise do atendimento corporativo do Senac São Paulo, que já capacitou mais de 1 milhão de pessoas e profissionais de instituições públicas, privadas e terceiro setor. Construa uma equipe altamente motivada e capacitada e destaque-se no mercado. Entre em contato, acesse sp.senac.br/corporativo e saiba mais. Quer saber? Senac.
Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Have you heard of Rumble.com? It's like YouTube, but without big tech censorship. I'm over there at Rumble.com now, and you should be too.
So we just got done with the Drag Your Kid to Pride event at Mr. Mister in downtown Dallas, and I am here with
Noelle Sinclair.
And what is your name?
I am Ariel Diamond.
How do you think the event went today?
I think it was amazing. I never get to perform in front of children. So, performing in front of children, I have 6 other younger siblings. So it was very emotional. I loved it. It was probably one of the best shows I've ever done.
What do you say to the conservative parents that wouldn't bring their children to an event like this?
Why? Here's the thing. I don't think that there is any kind of issue with exposing children to this because, especially if your child is in the community or you may think they are, I just think that drag is educational.
Do you think that exposing children to drag will lead children to do drag in the future in the long run?
Not if they don't want to do drag. I'm a gay man and I don't want to do drag. So I don't think, no, absolutely not.
It's not grooming. It's not, you will be what you are. We're not going to turn you into something else because you come and see this event.
Yeah!
But do you think exposing children to drag will result in more kids doing drag eventually?
I think so, and I hope so because like I said, it's the biggest confidence booster. Yes, it can be negative at times, but I think that drag builds confidence.
Do you think exposing kids to drag will make more children go into drag eventually?
I feel like yes, because I feel drag is such an art form. There's so much dancing, there's hair, there's wigs, there's makeup. There's so many things that kids will love to experience with. So I feel like a lot of kids will want to dabble in everything that's going on in drag.
Do you think
Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia, a show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast. Alrighty, guys, welcome. We got Sauce back in the studio here. How you doing, Sauce? Sounds like you're a little under the weather, man. Everything okay? Hey, Sauce, everything okay, man? Sound like you're under the weather. Yeah, it sounds like you're under the weather. Everything okay on your end?
Well, as you can probably tell, I seem like I got hoarse. I sound like I've got COVID, and the sad part is I tested positive.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, but I'm still in what's that?
You're still what? I didn't hear that last part.
No, hey, at least I'm still fighting, and and by the way, I was honored to be on the Kimberly Cloud show today.
Yeah, we seen
guy.
that. We seen that just yesterday. How did that go?
It was awesome. I honestly thought I was going to lose my voice.
Oh boy, yeah, she's a rather interesting woman. I've been on her show once. She actually been on my show twice. and she is a very independent, conservative woman, if I may add. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys had a good conversation. Really good stuff. You were supposed to be on our show like earlier last month, correct?
I was, yeah, but I had a heart attack.
Yeah,
it happens with
yeah.
age when you get released.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, Sauce, let's get into this. Let's get into this topic here with this
The
with
alphabet
this
month
drag
people?
queens. Oh my
Yes.
God, man!
Oh
Like,
my
what do you
God.
what do you think about that, man?
Entertaining in front of 3-year-olds? Really? What are they doing in Dallas out of all the places? And see, this only shows that Dallas is pushing to become like California.
Yeah.
You know? That's just absolutely
Well,
appalling and sick. I heard that you had an incident, though, with the drag yourself. Can you want to explain to the viewers?
oh
Or the
my,
listeners?
yeah,
Please
we
explain on that.
just this was just yesterday, folks. A gentleman from downtown Dallas, believe it or not. He was actually, and I'm not saying names, even though I disagree with this type of narrative and agenda, Sauce, I'm still not like that person to put this person out there like that, even though I want to, but, he happened to be one of the transgender drag people that was at that event just the other day at the nightclub there in Dallas, Sauce. And he basically went out and said that, he disagrees with me and I'm so wrong on a lot of different angles. Like, what do you think about that, Sauce? I mean, do you agree with that? I mean, this was actually one of the people that attended that event there in downtown Dallas. Sauce, you there? Oh boy. So I just, Sauce, I just don't understand, where our country is going. I don't understand where, we are allowed this behavior, and, people seem to be okay with it. You know what I mean? So, people seem to be okay with this. They think it's a normal behavior. I think it's, I think it's a little disturbing if you ask me, So, yeah, I'm here, Sauce. Go ahead, bud. Hey, Sauce. Yeah, I'm here, buddy. I mean, anyways, so we're gonna plug in this this information here. Sauce definitely feeling under the weather, but it's okay. If we lose him, we understand. He does join us, guys, from Madison, Wisconsin. So, anyway, guys, we're going to. How you doing, Sauce?
I don't know what happened. It's
yeah.
It's like my
Apparently,
phone
yeah, your phone. Yeah, got to get you a new phone. But Sauce, apparently this person that attended, this is the actual same guy, one of the guys or men or women or whatever the hell you want to call it, a fucking it, attended this event in downtown Dallas, and he had said that there's nothing wrong with bringing children to these type of events.
That is major. Okay, that is huge problems with that, because what you're doing is that you're setting a bad example for your kids. And not only that, but you're grooming your kids.
Yeah.
That's like, that's unfathomably arrogant, idiotic.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently, I don't know if you know who this gentleman is that was at the event. We'll plug this video in here if you didn't catch it on social media or the news. A lot of the news networks are not reporting on this. I don't know why, but they just, I guess it's not a big deal to even Fox or CNN. But big content creator John Dole, right, basically confronts these parents that are bringing their children in this drag show in Dallas, Texas. Check this out, guys.
I only have one question. Why do you want to put an axe wound in between your son's legs?
That's the point.
Y'all need to go.
Let us in and get the ticket.
You're not making America great.
Yes, we are. What do you mean? You're making America worse. You're bringing your children
You need to go.
to this event.
You need to go now.
You are literally someone better.
We'll pray for you, sweetie.
Please do.
We'll pray for you. You must repent.
Bless you, man. Please. I'm in a cult. Says the man dressed in a dress.
I wonder if the mama bear instinct is going to come out in 3 years when the mainstream Democrat Party platform is they want to rape your kids. And they're all going to think it's one big, smug little joke, these people, by the way. Understand that there is a bigger difference between 10 years ago and now than there would be between now and in 5 years when they're openly advocating for pedophilia like they've already started doing. You people are the symptom of a dying society, and you know it.
You're scaring children. Shut the
We're
fuck
scaring
up.
children.
Shut the
But
fuck
not you.
up. Shut the fuck up.
You are child abusers. And you're not a real woman.
Shame on you. 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 Shame on you.
Your children should be home. Your kids aren't actually gay. You've just groomed them. You're a groomer.
What's your insights on that, Sauce?
Isn't that sick?
Yeah, this is coming from a from a transgender woman or a man or whoever it was that just was saying this, saying that you're scaring children. Did you see that one point that he, the guy that represents the right, the man that was wearing the "Make America Great Again" red hat, and then the gentleman with the bullhorn, right, was basically saying that we're scaring the children. Oh, okay, yeah, this is coming from a man wearing a dress. You don't think that's scaring children?
Yeah. Why don't they cry me a river?
Yeah, exactly. This is I agree with John Dole. That this is basically grooming children to thinking that this is okay when it's not.
Yep.
If you don't see this behavior, Sauce, you're very heavily disturbed.
And and the other thing is that if you think that this is okay by any means and say, well, we got to allow the other side to see, then you are very sorry about that.
No, you're fine, Sauce. You gotta get some water, buddy. You got water or something? Or
yeah, I just drank water while we were watching the video and stuff, and it's like, no, it's like the whole COVID thing has been in the chest.
Yeah, I hear you.
So
well,
no.
If you have to depart early, Sauce, I completely understand. But I do thank you for your efforts and everything. If it's hurting your voice, we do understand here on the show. But Sauce, I want to get into a topic here on the show here. We're talking about transgenderness. We're talking about drags. We're talking about this and that they think that it's okay for children to see this type of behavior. I mean, you see those kids who are like as young as like 7, 8 years old in these videos, know?
Let's see. And since when is it okay though? Like, I mean, in Russia, though, it's never okay in Russia and Ukraine, but suddenly in America, it's okay. I mean, you're pretty much dumbing down this next generation to thinking, like, it's okay now to sleep with animals,
Yeah. Yeah, we seen that video pop out of, what was it? I believe it was Wisconsin, correct? Where she was running through the freaking woods thinking that it was okay.
Okay. Yeah, Michael. Okay, yeah, she was actually she identified as a wolf. Michael, my question is, how come all the pervertedness and like all the weird fetish stuff is coming out of Wisconsin? Why is that?
I have no idea. I thought it was the cheese state.
Yeah, I thought so too, but apparently we have the fuzzies, and it's interesting because like that's all Wisconsin is known for. Like Wisconsin's known for the subway shooting. Like the guy flew from Milwaukee to New York City. And then you have the fuzzies, where the woman that's running in the forest in Eau Claire, and then you also have like in Wisconsin where you cannot put a male or female on the birth certificate because that's considered discrimination. All right. And the last but not least, we are the first state to take down the American flag and put it up with the transgender flag and the LGBTQ, the alphabet flag. See, that's you would think this coming from California, but this is coming from Wisconsin, which is a Midwest state. That should scare everyone around.
Oh, sure. But it seems to be like all the problems that we're facing here in the country. It seems to be like we're having all these problems, Sauce, in heavily Democratic-run cities and states.
Yeah.
I use the word states too, like because you see it in states just like you see it in big inner cities.
Yeah.
I see it here in Atlanta, and I can tell you that there is a huge community on LGBTQ plus, not too far from where I actually live. And I mean, they have rainbow flags on churches and businesses and this and that, and it's just appalling, Sauce. It's terrible. It's an embarrassment. It really is.
Yeah, it is, and it's really sad. But at least you don't have the whole state though, like that way.
Yeah. At least right?
And at least you don't have like the fuzzies. Well, that you know of. Yeah.
You call them the fuzzies?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I do call them the fuzzies because they have. I mean, for example, at our school, we have this guy that identifies as a dog. So he dresses up like a dog, and the teachers have to cater to him by putting a human-sized dog dish and human-sized doggy pad, so you can go to the bathroom like a dog.
What?
Yeah.
He does this, and they don't think it's a little erratic behavior at all.
No, they don't, because our county judge is the one that gave the approval, and that our county judge is so. Remember, I'm in Madison. Yeah, remember, I'm in Madison. We are the same. Madison's the one that slapped $250 fines for people not wearing masks outside during COVID.
Are they still doing that there in Madison?
Yes, and they have people. You can report a hotline. It's called. You can call like the hotline and stuff, and then you can tell like where you saw the individual and stuff, and so they will come and to your house. The county comes to your house and then asks you if you've been vaccinated. And the only reason why I know about this is because it happened to me. So the two county people come to my house, okay, led by a county sheriff, ask me if I'm vaccinated. If not, then they slap me with a $250 fine for not wearing a failure to wear a mask.
That's terrible. So
no wonder why what's that?
Yeah, I was like, so if you don't comply with their orders, I mean, can they arrest you at all, or?
You get 10 days in jail
for not wearing a mask, huh?
If you fail to pay a fine and stuff, you get 10 days in jail. And then if you get like multiple charges, if you like it's a habitual thing, then you actually do get arrested. And then you can say failure to they say like disorderly conduct and stuff, and slap you with a whole bunch of stuff. So
that's crazy. Guys, if you
would think
attention, yeah, go ahead, Sauce.
Yeah, and the thing is that I'm like, that's why I call Wisconsin Russia 2.0.
Yeah,
because that's like exactly what Russia and Ukraine do to their own people.
Yeah, exactly. We're just plugging in this this trending news is coming out, which we'll get into just briefly. Where speaking of Russia 2.0, the Russian foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, is that how you say his last name? Sergei Lavrov? Is that it? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Has just denied, Sas, get this, denied speculation. Okay, speculation. Now, it could be true. It could be, false narratives. Has just denied speculation that Vladimir Putin might be ill with cancer. Did you hear that story?
Oh, dang.
I don't know if this is true or not. I'm not making any rumors or anything, but I seen that come out of actually Breitbart just yesterday. That Vladimir Putin may have cancer. He may be ill. Now, I don't know if this is a political narrative to, maybe something happened or there was a conflict or something between, Ukrainian forces that basically infiltrated a Russia base that was close to Moscow there. and they almost got their hands, within the Kremlin. But you know how they make up those narratives, Sauce, where they'll actually give you a false point, to actually think it's happening, but it's a diversion. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Dang, I did not know. Well, okay. Another thing that I have to say is that, like, do I really think that he's got well, the way he drinks and stuff, and I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but like, how true? And I also think that he's got such a close quarters and stuff, and I think that he like threw a curveball for everyone to see how many people can bite the bait.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So
exactly. Keep those thoughts in mind, Sauce. I got to take a quick break. We'll be right back after these words, guys. We're talking about a lot today. It's a heated show, loaded show. Talking about the drag queen event in downtown Dallas. We're going to be getting into some other trending topics here.
COVID.
On the show. Yeah, COVID. Sauce got COVID. My heart goes out to him. Be right back after these short words, guys.
My father taught me how to handle my first gun. I taught my son Oliver how to do the same. I've been shooting and hunting my whole life. So when people say I won't support guns, they're dead wrong. Boom! Other conservatives know that I'm strong on the Second Amendment. Ted Nugent, Rick Perry, President Trump. But our Second Amendment is not just about hunting. It's about our constitutional right to protect ourselves from intruders or an overly intrusive government. So as your next U.S. Senator, I will fight for our constitutional rights.
The America we know will no longer exist. AOC +3. The bikers for Trump, we love them. True international compression. What am I doing here?
Welcome back to Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Now, we've met some incredible families, but this could be the saddest story we've ever seen.
This is not what it looks like. This is
But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
When I talk to Putin, he's going to straighten out.
2 months ago, man, you lost the only home you ever knew. But thanks to a phone call from your friends, the Wild Hogs, we built you a new one. Stay with me, Buster!
Oh.
All right, we're back here on the show. Back on the show, guys. We got Sauce here in the studio. Sauce, let's talk a little bit about this political media bias. Like, what do you think is going on here? Obviously it's getting worse and worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, before we start on that, have you ever had COVID?
Believe it or not, Sauce, I have not experienced it.
No.
Luckily, I haven't contracted it at all. I could say, and I'm proud to say this, I am not vaccinated. I am not boosted. I watch my surroundings. So no, I haven't.
But the weird thing is that I haven't gotten. Sorry about that. The weird thing is that I haven't gotten vaccinated though against COVID.
Huh.
Yeah, and that's so
strange.
Yeah.
So the doctors said that you contracted it. Is that what they said?
Well, I tested positive for it.
Okay, but after you tested positive for it, did you ask the doctor or the medical analysis that you'd like to see medical data that supports this theory?
Well, so what happened is that since I tested positive and stuff. Well, actually, this is my second time having it in less than 6 months. You know why? Because the last time I had it was back in October, and they tested me 3 different times, and I tested positive for all 3 times. And they also tested me positive with, I also tested positive for strep throat 3 different times. But you know what they did? All those 6 different tests, you know what they all put them down as? 6 brand new cases of COVID.
Wow. You just mentioned a good point. You said you had strep throat. Now, that almost sounds like what you have right now, Sasa, strep throat.
Yeah, but yeah. How bad do I sound?
Sash, you sound extremely, extremely bad.
Do I sound like
You,
a
s-
smoker?
you sound like you have strep throat. I don't think you have what they say you have.
No, I think they're just trying to make money, but
I think they're trying to get a case so they can report it to the media. That's what it sounds like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. So this kind of shows within the media bias. Okay, I've noticed this. Like, if you really do your research and stuff, and that you see like CNN hasn't retracted like the whole COVID cases and stuff, and they're thinking as like they're thinking of like this whole new variant that's coming out, and they right away they put down their numbers. They put up numbers on their TV again, thinking that's like the end of the world and that there could be potential lockdowns.
Yeah.
And the interesting part is that you look at this monkeypox, which I don't know if it was going to be a thing or not, but you look at it, and you know how monkeypox started.
What's that?
So apparently, what happened is that in I think it was I think in Africa and stuff, they had one guy that I actually did research into this. One guy slept with the monkey. I had intercourse with the monkey, and then
I did hear something similar to
isn't
that.
that sick?
Yeah, that's sauce. That's bestiality. I mean,
and then
there's nothing, you know.
and then further yet, and then he slept with a man, and now it's passed through sex, and that just or it's passed through sexual intercourse. That is disgusting. That is the epitome of humanity. What is your thoughts?
My thoughts on it is it's disgusting and it's bestiality. I'm not obviously I'm not a big advocate for that, and I think people are mentally disturbed that have it. You know.
Yeah, they're thinking, and I don't, and they were thinking as if this was going to be like brand new. Because you see, Fauci, he came back out and he's like, "Well, we might have to do new shutdowns because we have brand new cases in New York City, in Atlanta, in Madison, of course, and
Of
in
course.
Chicago."
Of course, it's a selling point. It's a narrative. You know, it's always going to be like that. You know, that's apparently this is the modern version of American media today. Sauces, they'll say anything to get a talking point across the networks.
Because
and it's sick.
because you know what's coming up though in November, right? Midterms.
Oh yeah. The Democrats know they're going to lose the House, possibly lose the Senate, and possibly their Joey is going to be losing the presidency in less than 2 short years from now.
Yeah, and then, if he survives that long.
Yeah, I did mention. I did mention. I did hear something, an article that was put out through Newsmax just a couple days ago, that Joe Biden is showing early stages of some type of illness. It hasn't been across the networks yet, but I don't know if it's true or if it's just like another, a talking point, a narrative. But I did hear something about that.
It's not early stage. It's like mid stage because early, like once you start shaking hands with the invisible air and like you talk about random stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you have dementia. I'm like, I'm sorry.
That's the dementia I'm talking about. I'm talking about something entirely different, Sauce. I'm talking about that Joe Biden might be suffering from some type of illness that elderly people normally get around his age. It's linked to like a weak immune system. Where they get sick easily and this and that. I forgot what it's called. Eric's gonna have to look it up for me here. But it's
Parkinson's.
It's similar to that, but it's where the immune system is attacked on a lot of different angles.
Well, look at the way he acts, and look at how much garbage he eats.
Does he eat garbage? I don't know. A lot of people said the same thing with Trump because Trump was a big time fast food eater. And look at Trump. I mean, he ate a lot of high cholesterol type of meals, and I mean, he was healthy as an ox.
One thing about Trump though is he never smoked and never had alcohol, and his whole family doesn't drink.
That's true. I can understand the smoking part because his father wasn't a big time smoker. But the drinking part, I would think that Trump would be a drinker because of the type of businessman he is and he was then. with the casinos there in Atlantic City and Las Vegas, I would think that he would be a drinker, right? So that's
Yeah, but
very
he's
rare
not,
that he
though.
wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's rare. Very rare.
And if you look at it, though, you look at all the presidents and stuff. What is the number one that they? Oh no! You're talking about early stages of kidney failure, aren't you? Because they have to. Yeah, that's what he has. Because you know what that means is that he drinks like way too, like Joe Biden, like not on camera and stuff, but he like drinks like alcohol and stuff with his wife and all that. That catches up. That catches up over the years, and that catches up, and sometimes you're going to pay for it, and that's one way of paying for it, and that's where your immune system shuts down on itself because your kidneys aren't working fast enough, and that's where you have to start dialysis, and then, Joe Biden drinks a lot.
Oh, sure.
And then he eats what he means, like eats garbage and stuff, is that you can look at it. You can see that he's suffering some sort of alcoholism. And the long terms, because the way he acts, the way how he walks like he's about to he walks like he's very elderly and frail.
Well, maybe he's walking alongside of Nancy Pelosi, and they're having cocktails after the speeches there at the White House. Because she's an alcoholic. I mean, she can't even talk right.
And her husband's an alcoholic. And speaking of it.
He just got arrested. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, for DUI. No one covered
Kimberly Cloud said that on my show a couple days ago when she was on, that she's very happy to see that the Democrats are actually, they're getting into trouble there. So.
And it's funny now that media bias and stuff. And Nancy Pelosi didn't want to comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, she didn't want to comment. She was like, "Oh, no further questions. No further questions." Yeah. What's the matter, Nancy? The political ball's not in your court.
Yeah. Next thing she'll say is it was beer's fault.
Oh, sure.
They got to do liquor control.
Exactly, guys. I want to make a announcement here as we're going to be closing it out. Sas, we're going to close it out here a little bit here, just in about maybe another 4 or 5 minutes. But if you notice, guys, we have a new logo here for the production company. Same name, Unfiltered Patriot Productions, Atlanta, Georgia. But if you look in the upper right-hand corner, we actually posted this, Sauce, on the upper right-hand corner of the video stream here. So we got a brand new logo. Actually, Alicia designed this about 2 days ago, and she says, "I think we need a new logo for the production company." I said, "I think we do."
I love that. I love that logo.
Yeah, she showed me the logo. She asked for my for my blessing on it. I was like, "Yeah, go for it. Go for it." Sas, the people here that help me out on this show, I mean, they're highly talented. Highly talented.
Yeah.
So, I love giving credit to where it's due. But guys, I want to plug this video in here, a short video of just what Sas and I are talking about, how this political media bias, Sas, I think. Check this out, guys.
A couple of years ago, patent attorney Vanessa Otero ran into a problem that just about anyone who's active on social media will recognize.
It really started in 2016 in the run-up to the last presidential election. I just started becoming very alarmed about the kind of quality and bias of information that people would use to support their arguments to their friends on Facebook. I thought it might be helpful to just kind of map it like better, worse, left and right. So I just started piecing it together on my own just to explain to my friends. We've had this overabundance and proliferation of online news sources, and most of it is in the area of analysis and opinion. If people understood that the sources they're consuming are actively making them angrier and polarizing them, then they might choose to consume less of that.
Otero's chart categorizes the media landscape using two domains: facts versus editorializing, and left versus right-leaning views.
It's a two-dimensional taxonomy. So the vertical axis is quality. So in general, the better quality, best quality stuff is at the top, and the lowest quality stuff is at the bottom.
Yes, that's hat tip over to Newsly. I don't know if you follow that network, but they're constantly plugging in some great stuff, which is true. That's what you seem to see, far right issues versus far left issues. So,
Well, and overall, like what I'm noticing is that, for example, Fox News, Newsmax, they are now worried about like everyday problems such as the gas prices, the taxes going up, the food prices, and the shortages. While you look on CNN and MSNBC, they're talking about gay, and they whole push the narrative, say the word gay. They're like out of touch. They're out of reality, and that's what's frustrating about the biasness of the media. Is that you have one side that wants to keep people in the dark and wants to keep people uneducated, while you have the other side who wants to educate people and actually state the real problems. That's what I've been noticing.
Yeah, I've been noticing the same thing. I've said it once, I'll say it again, Sauce. It's all narrative. That's what it boils down to, is narrative. They'll do anything to get a selling point across because they make money off of this garbage, Sauce.
Yeah.
They make money off of it. It's nothing but garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. You can't get good media anymore today. It's all political bias crap. That's what it is.
Yep. So, all right. Well,
we're gonna close it out because Sauce seems like he's dying for a cigarette. No, I'm just joking.
No. Hey, the sad thing is I haven't been on my podcast because I've been so sick, and I don't know how do you tell people, like, if you're like gone for so long, like if they're wondering.
You could put a posting out there. Usually if I'm feeling under the weather, which is very rare, I mean, I literally have to like either be overworked or, I might have had a bad dish of queso or something from Chipotle. But, if I'm feeling under the weather and I don't want to go on, online there to do a recording or a live show or something, I'll just put a post out there myself, or, producer Eric or Alicia. We'll put a post out on social media, and we'll just say, hey, listen, we'll be back on the show in a couple of days. We just need a break. Sometimes you need a break in life, Sauce.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a break. But I'm going to let you go, buddy. Go get some water. Guys, keep Sauce in your thoughts as he's battling COVID or strep throat, or hopefully it's strep throat, Sauce. I don't think it's COVID.
I hope not. I think it's strep throat, though.
I think
it's something. It's something.
I think it's the strep throat. I think they're telling you something different when it's really not. You know what I mean?
Well, it's something. It's probably more like it's more like strep throat because.
But yeah, buddy, you go get some water, man, and we'll keep you on your thoughts. And tomorrow evening, guys, you're gonna want to tune into a really big MAGA show. We're gonna have Tommy Nation Politics on the show, and we're also inviting back the former intel officer that served under Bush, Obama, and for the first couple of months, I'm told, under Donald Trump. So you're not going to want to miss that. Hour one will be Jimmy, the Rant, and myself, and we're going to have hour two with Tommy Nation, and joining us will be Pedro Israel Orta out of Oklahoma. So you're not going to want to miss that. It's going to be a really good show. With that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in, and Sauce, go get some water, buddy. Seriously.
All right. Bye, guys. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Patriot Unfiltered. You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an unfiltered Patriot Productions. Please follow us on Facebook at the Patriot Angle Podcast and Instagram at Patriot_Angle_Unfiltered. Also, you can hear every episode on Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also check out our website, PatriotAnglePodcast.com, and also our unfiltered merchandise, PatriotUnfiltered.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.